It's Military Appreciation Night here at Investors Group Field, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have invited me down to the field for pregame. This is crazy. Let's check it out. Go Bombers go for the W.
That's right. Thank you for all you do.
Sit.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, this is it.
How you doing, man? I'm doing great, man. Have a great game.
Fantastic mustache.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what it's all about. All right, the Bombers are about to come out the runway for the beginning of the game here. Let's go Blue. What an experience. Being down with the players for warm-up was incredible. And I couldn't believe the feeling of being that close to them. I'm 6 foot tall, 170 pounds, and I felt tiny. These guys are giant. They're here to battle. Let's go Blue. One player I want to keep my eye on today is Damian Jackson. Jackson was a U.S. Navy SEAL veteran before he switched to professional football. He did 2 tours of duty as a Navy SEAL specializing in obstruction removal and explosives. And after retiring from the SEALs, he tried out as a walk-on at the University of Nebraska, kicking off his football career. He now specializes in long snapping, and this year he's playing fullback in his first year with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Hey! In an interview, Jackson said there's a lot of similar mindsets to being in the military as being on a football team. You have to depend on your teammates to do their job. Head coach Mike O'Shea also has a connection to the armed forces. His father served in the Second World War as a navigator with the Royal Air Force. Coach O'Shea likes Jackson's versatility, handling anything that's thrown at him. Also, he likes the effect that he brings on other players on the team in the locker room. Always calm, cool, and collected. He has a sense of maturity and toughness and never flinches in any situation. All right, it is halftime, and I've actually played the halftime show twice at Bomber games, both for the Banjo Bowl. Once with my band Bad Country, a country band. That was an amazing time. What an experience. And the second time with the Navy Band, the Royal Canadian Navy Band of HMCS Chippewa, one of the Prairie Sailor ensembles. It was the Banjo Bowl, and I was actually playing a banjo, so it was a good fit.
As part of our Canadian Armed Forces Appreciation Night, repelling from the roof are the Canadian Armed Forces Search and Rescue Technicians. Search and Rescue Technicians are highly trained individuals who specialize in conducting search and rescue operations in challenging and hazardous environments. These technicians are skilled in various aspects of rescue, including parachuting, scuba diving, medical response, rope rescue, wilderness, and Arctic survival. And now, fans, please welcome the RCAF Band.
I'm here with the Royal Canadian Air Force Band to say thank you to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and all the fans for having us here on Military Appreciation Night. Thank you. Let's go Blue! Boy, it's getting loud in here, but I got a couple more Bombers stories to tell. I have vivid memories of the year 2001 when the Bombers played in the Eastern Conference Final against the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the old Winnipeg Stadium. It was a freezing cold November day, and I remember they put up metal bleachers in the end zone to increase the capacity, and it was unbelievably cold. So I was 14 and I had a cold butt on the metal seat. Not the greatest story. The funny part of the story is that I was reminiscing about that with my mother-in-law this morning, and she was at the same game. And my late father-in-law snuck a bunch of heated snacks in a thermo cooler and pulled out like hot appetizers at the game in the cold. That's epic. So maybe security was a little bit more lax in 2001. All right, one more story about the old stadium. So at the opening ceremonies of the Winnipeg Stadium in 1953, HMCS Chippewa, the Naval Reserve Division in Winnipeg, was asked to perform a gun salute at the opening ceremonies. So when the new stadium was christened, the Navy went off with their 6-gun salute, and it was so over the top that in the brand new stadium, as reported by the Winnipeg Free Press, they shattered the glass in the brand new press boxes and also spooked the horses of the carriage that was pulling the lieutenant governor at the time. It was quite the fiasco, and the headline on the Winnipeg Free Press was, "New football stadium opens with a bang." All right, we're in the fourth quarter, and Winnipeg is ahead 47-17. I'm going to sign off at this point. Thank you again to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers organization, to all the fans, and all those who contributed to Military Appreciation Night. I do very much feel appreciated. I've had a fantastic time. We very much appreciate the support in the Canadian Armed Forces. Have a great night. Let's go Blue.